Perfect. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. So all the three platforms. So let the people join.
And on Facebook.
Hi, Julia.
Good morning. Good morning from Florida.
How are you?
I'm good this morning. Waking up with my coffee.
Wow.
Evening there in India.
I just had a cup of tea. So what's the time right now in US?
30 on the nose. 8:30 a.m. here.
Wow. It's 7 p.m. in India.
Oh, that's so funny.
Wonderful.
I think there's 10.5 hour difference there. So
people are joining. Wonderful. So we are waiting some more people to join.
Okay.
And then we can start. So how's the weather over there?
Well, I haven't really been outside this morning, but let me see. Oh, it's a beautiful sunny day in South Florida.
Wow.
The weather's actually nice. It gets really hot here. It's very tropical climate, but in the wintertime, about this time of year, the humidity goes away. It's about 78 degrees. So it's beautiful, beautiful.
Wonderful. Wow. You're blushing as well.
Yes, I love it. Well, I'm an outside girl. I like to be outside all the time. So it makes me happy.
Wow. That's pretty good. Wonderful. And I can see that charm on your face.
Yeah, the thought of getting outside and in the sunshine makes me happy, definitely.
Wonderful, wonderful. We are just waiting for 2 more minutes, so let the people join.
Absolutely.
And it'll be a great show.
Well,
and I'm
excited. I was so excited when
I'm so excited to hear your song as well, which you just give a glimpse of that.
Thank you. Yes, I chose a song today that sort of goes with our theme about empowerment and
wow, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
I'm really happy to be able to share that this morning.
So Davinder has joined, like most of the people have joined. I'm just waiting for a few more people to join.
Okay, absolutely.
Hi, Davinder. How are you? She's my sister.
Oh, wonderful. Good morning.
Yeah.
Or good night.
She is yeah, a lot of women and a lot of people have been got an inspiration from you, from all the women in the society who are doing a wonderful job, and they are doing good. So hi, Davinder. I'm good. Wonderful.
Hi. I can see. Oh, I'm so happy. I can see the comments and the names come up. This is Julia here.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
I think so, people can come on now that we have all this wonderful technology that we're able to.
Because it's like a different time zone in all over the country. So we are waiting from all over the world to join us and to listen to Julia Langley, all the way from Florida, USA, and at 8:30 a.m. in US.
8:30.
Wonderful. Wow. Pretty cool.
And it's 8:30 here in Florida, but I originally grew up in the state of Alabama here in the US, and it's actually 7:30 there because the time zone, we have 4 time zones here in the US. So my family is actually even an hour earlier. So
wonderful.
We're dusting.
So let's start it. Love, people have joined, and I can see a lot of people are there. And hello, everybody. A very warm welcome to the series of Soul Awakening Stories. And I'm starting it today with Julia Langley. And for all those, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Narinder Kaur. I'm a woman empowerment coach. I'm on a mission to transform million women's lives through Nari Astitva Shakti, identity, confidence, and purpose in life. to rediscover themselves, to live a life of dignity, high self esteem, and self respect. So let's welcome our guest today, Julia Langley, a graceful warrior, a singer, and a speaker.
Yes, good morning or good
So
evening.
let me just good evening from tell a brief about her. She's a graceful warrior with all the way from Florida, USA. So she is a passionate speaker, a singer since the age of 2. Wow. She has performed for more than 10 lakhs people worldwide. Amazing. A featured singer for Cirque du Soleil, Julia is a Broadway understudy and has performed in all United States and 17 across the globe, 17 countries across the globe. Amazing, Julia. And in addition to performing, she has also a successful vocal training program in which she transforms speakers and singers into confident performers, successful performers. Wow. She's group classes. She has a group classes as well as one-on-one sessions to help others find their way in unique and proper vocal care. Wow. And all of a sudden in 2019, something happened. The story, how she has come out, what is the story behind, and how she has rediscovered herself as a warrior. Let's welcome Julia Langley.
Good morning, good evening, all over the world. I am so thankful to be able to come and share my story, Narinder, and I'm grateful that we had the opportunity to meet. And the story is you really gave me a great intro. I have been a singer all of my life. Music has just been part of my family. I come from a long line of entertainers and singers and songwriters. My grandmother had 13 brothers and sisters, and every single one of them played a musical instrument and sang. So it's what I've known since the day I was born. Music is life changing, it's uplifting, and whether you sing as a professional or whether you sing for pleasure in the shower, whatever, in the car, it brings joy to so many people. And I'm thankful that I've been able to make a wonderful career. So fortunate to have been able to do that and travel the world and see so many different cultures and people. I have been working for Cirque du Soleil for many, many years now, and I have had some wonderful opportunities through them. I also, when I'm not on the road singing, as you said, I have a training program for speakers and singers. So I work pretty much all the time, 7 days a week. Yesterday, I worked a 12-hour day, and that is nothing really unusual. I'm preparing for a big show in December, a big holiday extravaganza at a theater with a band and 20 singers. So it's a huge undertaking. And this is just one of my many projects that I'm involved in. But you're right, 2019, I was rocking and rolling. Let me tell you, working all the time. And one day I dropped my car off at the shop to get an oil change, a simple oil change. And while they were changing my oil, I jumped on my bicycle to go get coffee. Little did I know that that short trip on my bike to get coffee would change my life. And I will bring up that, we have so many moments in our life that are pivotal and life changing, and we don't know them at the time. And then we're able to look back on them and see, wow, in that one moment, things were different for me. I was hit by a car, a Jeep actually. I was riding my bicycle and I was run over. And not just tapped, but literally up on the hood out in the road. And I saw it coming, and there was nothing I could do about it. It's the most helpless feeling in the world to watch that happening to you. And you realize in that moment that you really aren't in control. You really aren't in control. And I had, as a result of that, I was, of course, taken to the hospital, to the trauma center. And I had 5 broken bones and a spinal cord injury and a head injury. And I have since had 2 surgeries, one on my spinal cord, one on my hip, just this past June. And one of the most difficult parts, and something I will probably deal with for the rest of my life, is that I was diagnosed with severe PTSD from the accident. Um, in the ambulance, I had an episode where I was paralyzed and I could not move. And so not only did I fear for my life when I was hit by the Jeep, but I also really thought I was dying. I was blind and I could not lift my arms, my legs. I thought I could talk, but I could hear the people in the background and they weren't able to understand anything that I was saying. So twice in that same instant, I thought that that was the end of it. And I realized just that life is so fragile. And you can see, I still get a little emotional when I talk about it. Life is so fragile. And at that point, I really thought I was 10 feet tall and bulletproof. You get to thinking these things in life and you have these moments and you realize all of a sudden that life is fragile, that you are fragile, and that a lot of it, again, is out of your control. Things happen really fast too. You always think, I always think I'm very diligent. I'm a very cautious bike rider. I'm always looking for traffic. I'm always watching out for the other guy. It doesn't matter. Things happen. And it happened to me. And it has been a long process of recovery, physically. I was a personal trainer beforehand. I was training every day with athletes from Cirque du Soleil. These are Olympic athletes. They're world-class athletes. And I was like running and training, and I was on top of the world. And, I face a lot of challenges with that even now. I work out one day and I have pain and I hurt. I don't sleep at night anymore. I have to manage my sleep. My health is always at the forefront of my mind now. And I feel like I'm not really old enough to be dealing with this every day, but I do deal with it every day. But you know what? I don't feel like the fight has been to get my life back. I feel like that I was reborn and that I was actually given a chance to rewrite the slate. So taking on my experience and the knowledge I have, going forward to make something even better, something even bigger, something even more wonderful, and to change the world in a really positive way, to really affect other people. And I've been given a second chance, and I want to make that difference in the world.
Wonderful. That's amazing. And that's very heart touching story, what you have told us. And I really got good goosebumps. So,
Well,
what message you want to give to our
well,
listeners listening over here?
I always am big on the word champion. I love the word champion. We all want to win. We all want to feel like a champion. And sometimes becoming a champion is defined in so many different ways. All right. It doesn't necessarily mean becoming a professional athlete or becoming a professional singer. Being a champion is overcoming whatever you are faced with on that particular day in your life, and coming out the other side bigger and stronger than you were before. That's what a champion is. I look at about a month after I was hit by the car, and I was I couldn't walk. I had a broken leg, broken foot, I could broken ribs, broken arm. And I will mention that it went undiagnosed at the hospital. They didn't even find any of my broken bones, and I walked around with 5 broken bones for about 2 weeks before anybody discovered them. It was not a fun time in my life. But about a month after I had this happen to me, a friend of mine had a car accident with her daughter, and her daughter was left paralyzed. She was 11 years old. And that story went right through me. And you want to talk about the gratefulness that I felt, that all of a sudden my pity for having 5 broken bones and not being able to do what I did before went right out the window. Any pity I had for myself or feeling sorry for myself. Here you have an 11-year-old child who has a spinal cord injury. That could have been me. That could have been me. But it wasn't me. And I was given this chance to do more and to do things. And, you know, I want to be that champion in my own way. And see, here I am being a little bit choked up. But I follow this girl. And she works out and she fights and she's strong. And you know what? She's a champion too. She is a champion too. She's not letting her spinal cord injury, and she's in a chair. She's not letting it get her down. She is finding her place in life and moving forward and going forward and making a place for herself, which is what we have to do. We find our tribe and then we make a place for ourselves in this world, because we all have value. We all have worth. You got to believe it. And yes, I teach vocals to speakers and singers. I teach not only how to properly care for your voice, but I teach how to find your voice, because so many people feel like that they either don't like their voice or they're too afraid to use their voice in some way.
True.
So my job is more than just teaching the mechanics of singing. I've often said that sometimes I feel like a little bit of a therapist, because my job is to teach you, to help you find that champion spirit that you have, to find it. And I do that by helping people find their voice. They find their confidence, they find their determination, they find where they belong. I've seen it happen so many times with teenagers who don't know who they are. They're trying to learn who they are in the world. And all of a sudden they get involved in theater, or they get involved in music. And all of a sudden they just come to life because they find their place and then they make their position in that tribe. And this is what I'm really, really passionate about.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Julia, can you check your Instagram connection? I got a request that you're not visible on Instagram.
Oh, no. Okay. Okay.
Can you check your Instagram connection?
Okay. Now, I don't know if I'm back or not. Okay, let's see. I'm looking right now. Yeah, I don't know. I'm on Instagram, but I don't know that I'm connected with you. And I'm not sure. I'm learning this technology. Let me tell you, this is new for me. So
just a second. I'm also new to this. So it's the first time now I'm coming on 3 platforms. So I've sent a request. Can you come online on Instagram? People are waiting for you, dear.
I am online. I'm there.
So I'm not able to see you.
I am online there, so I don't know what the problem is, actually.
People can see me, but you
you can't see
me. They can't see you. They are waiting for you.
I'm trying here, but it's not giving me a. Let's see. Can you direct me? Is there something to do here?
Waiting. It's showing. It's like I'm waiting for you. Waiting.
But I don't have it's not asking me the question, so that I'm. Let's see.
Waiting. It's showing waiting. So is unable to join. I think.
Yeah, you may have to ask me. Oh wait, here it is again.
Just a second. Let me.
It sent me a live video, but it's not asking me to join in.
Yeah, I know. It's something is.
We got to work. We're working out this. This all is new, you guys.
That's perfectly fine. It's new, and we have to keep on learning. It's.
You know what? That's
completely perfect. You can again just check it out. Your connection. I've again sent you the request on Insta.
Yes, I'm actually looking right now, and I'm in Instagram, but it's not asking to. frequency. It's not asking me
Yeah.
come on your live. No.
So people who are seeing on Insta as well at the Women Power Unleashed, we are having some issues in Insta. She's not able to come live, and you can see her on FB, Facebook, and YouTube as well. So we are very sorry about this internet issues and some glitches. My next question to you is, what motivates you on daily basis?
Wait, ask that one more time. I'm sorry, it was breaking up.
I asked that what motivates you on daily
Oh,
basis?
what motivates me on a daily basis? Well, I tell you what, I learned something. I learned something from a wonderful, wonderful friend and mentor of mine. Her name is Wendy Bloom Weiss, and I big shout out to her today for making me do this. What motivates me on a daily basis is before my accident, before my what I call my awakening, if you will, I was always living in the future. I was always planning ahead because when you're in the entertainment business, you're looking at shows next month, next week, 2 months from now. So you're always planning, right? So I was never, I felt like I was always running towards something else, right? I
True.
never actually took the time to celebrate the moments, the successes. And once I started doing that, I had a whole new perspective on my life, on the things that I was doing, on the differences that I was making, because I started to realize the champion in me. So instead of always thinking you're not enough and you got to do more and you got to do more, you start to recognize, hey, that I am successful and I am making a difference already, and let's celebrate those beautiful moments that we have. And I do want to add that it doesn't always have to be celebrating a big kickoff of a show or a big launch online or whatever. It doesn't have to be huge. Sometimes cooking dinner is celebrating a success. If you are tired and you've been out all day and you're busy and taking care of children and or animals or working, just sometimes eating a healthy meal at night is celebrating success. So you have to find those things in life, no matter how big or how small they may be, and celebrate them. And I started doing that, and it really changed my whole outlook. I'm a lot more positive because of it. And I think that when you keep that positive attitude and you find those silver linings in your day, it really is a motivating experience. At least it is for me. And that is what keeps me going through the difficult.
Wonderful. That's amazing. And Julia, what my next question is, what's your vision and mission in
What's
this life?
Yes, what is my mission? Well, again, I see myself as someone who helps others find that champion within them. And one of the things that I feel one of my strengths, particularly as a coach or with my clients, is my ability to see their potential in certain areas. So instead of, let's say I'm training someone to use their voice, some vocal teachers have a method that they train, and they train exactly the same way for everyone that they train. But I don't approach it that way. I do believe in being using your voice technically correct to protect it. But every single person's different. Everyone's voice is different. You don't want to be like someone else. You want to be your own unique self. So I think part of my mission in training people vocally is to help them discover their uniqueness and find that champion in them through their uniqueness, rather than making them conform to everything around them. Because that's what's special. That's what's special about all of us, that we're all different, and we all bring something different and unique to the table. And I just think and for me, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful experience, to hear the different colors in people's voices and the different sounds. and what drives them, what makes them happy.
Wonderful. That's amazing. And what success principle you use?
The success principle. Well, it just goes back to each day, celebrate your success. Each day. It may be incremental, it may be small, but always get up in the morning and be grateful and be thankful and celebrate something in your day. You know, I had a lovely friend, one of my best friends, who went through a very difficult divorce, very difficult. And I remember when she came out the other side saying to me, I'm so grateful for this milkshake. I'm so grateful that I don't have to ask permission to buy, an eggs at the grocery store. I'm so grateful, and so it was such small things for her, that gratefulness and that thankfulness, but it's what inspired her to go through the battles of the emotions that she was dealing with. So, I talk a lot in terms of finding your voice, but this applies really across the board, whether you're a speaker or a singer or a real estate person, or maybe you're a cab driver and you talk to people every day. Maybe you're a barrister, an attorney. We all need to use our voice in some way, and it's finding that inspiration and that spirit. And I think it starts with gratitude and being grateful. And this month is like the perfect month for that, actually. Thanksgiving. We have Thanksgiving. I know
Amazing.
that's a United States
True.
holiday, but I think it's a beautiful holiday that we take the
Yeah,
moment,
people follow it.
to be
Very
grateful.
true. Very true. Very true.
So
That's wonderful.
yes.
So, Julia, as you are a singer since the age of 2, and our viewers and our listeners wants to hear a song from you, a beautiful voice of yours. So we are waiting to hear from you.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I have a special song picked out today, and I'm going to do a
Wow.
song that I did earlier this year. I sang we had an event called Create Your Best Life here. And I chose this song because, and I'm choosing it today for the same reason. Talking about my accident, I just want to add that I could not have made it without the support group that I have. I have an amazing network of friends and family. Amazing. People were bringing food to me. I couldn't open a Tupperware lid to get food for myself. And they were doing all this for me. And the thing is to know that so many people might go through difficulties and feel like they're alone. And the truth is you're not alone. And you have to know that there are people out there cheering for you and really hoping, even though they don't always say it.
Yeah.
But so this song that I'm going to do is called You'll Never Walk Alone.
Wow.
And let me get my orchestra here.
Sure. If you can check your Insta connection again, if
Okay.
it's possible.
Okay, let me go out and come back in again.
Yeah.
All right. I see that you're live here, but it's not picking me up.
You just click on that.
Oh, click on the live.
Let me see.
Request. Okay, so I just sent you a request.
Yeah, send me the request.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, I think it's coming in. Okay. Okay.
Waiting. Okay, perfect.
All right, so here we
You're
go.
live now.
Hopefully. We got a little feedback going on here.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Wonderful.
But go
Okay.
ahead and turn on. And
Yeah.
on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and undone. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never You'll walk on through the rain, though your dreams be lost and undone. Walk
Wow. Amazing. That's so wonderful. So beautiful. So
Thank
beautiful.
you so much. Thank you so much for having me and letting me talk about my story and finding the champion in you. Finding
Thank you so much. I'm really, really, really so grateful that you're the first one to join on this platform
I love
with the
that.
soul awakening stories and a great inspiration to the whole world, to the whole society, to whole of the women. So people are giving you such a beautiful feedback that you are inspiration.
Thank you.
Wonderful. You are a true champion. And in the end, I would like to conclude that for you, that turn your wounds into wisdom. You'll be wounded many times in your life.
Yes.
You'll make mistakes. Some people will call them failures, but I have learned that failure is really God's way of saying, excuse me, you are moving in the wrong direction.
Right. You're so right. You said it so beautifully, so well. You're absolutely right. So we just have to slow down and listen and listen.
Feet of woman with the voice.
Walk through the storm. That's right. Come out the other.
Wonderful. That's true. That's true. So, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to us. And stay tuned with us with lots and lots of soul awakening stories. I'll be coming very frequently and will update you. Please like, share, and subscribe to YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram so that you can listen to the soul awakening stories with our women as an inspiration of the world.
Can't wait to see more. Thank you, Narinder, for all
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Thank you, everybody. So take care. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.